I'm in Seven Hills, a community that could possibly have everything you want in the next place you call home. Today, I'm going over the 3 biggest reasons people are moving to this community, plus I'm taking you inside 2 homes so you can see what's currently available in this neighborhood. But stick around to the end because I'm gonna be going over a reason this may not be the perfect community for some home buyers out there. Let's get into it. When people think of the Las Vegas Valley, they typically start thinking about the Las Vegas Strip or just the fact that we're in the middle of a desert. But when you are in Seven Hills, you definitely don't get that feeling whatsoever. There's so much mature landscaping, greenery, and you're really tucked away in this residential neighborhood that's set away on its own. And that's what brings us to point number 1 of why people are moving here is the location. Some neighborhoods in the Las Vegas Valley can feel like you're pressed right up against all of the businesses and busy streets, whereas here in Seven Hills, it's really been strategically positioned to where there's a nice buffer between the neighborhood community aspect and all of the businesses. Now, whether that's a 20 to 25 minute drive to be amongst all of the world-class entertainment and dining of the Las Vegas Strip, or even just a short 5 to 10 minute drive to get to your local neighborhood shopping that you would be doing or the local dining, it's right there on Eastern Avenue and St. Rose Parkway. That's really what makes this location stand out as far as being close to everything you want, but not too close. Starting your day off in Seven Hills could be getting a little bit of exercise at one of the neighborhood parks, going for a jog on the neighborhood trail, or maybe you have a little bit of time to sit down for a cup of coffee at a local coffee shop. I know I mentioned there's plenty of businesses on St. Rose Parkway on Eastern Ave, but right here at the base of Seven Hills is a really great local coffee shop. We've got True Brew Organic Coffee. It's a really nice spot to get a great cup of coffee, relax, hang out with some of your friends, even get a little bit of work done on your laptop. There's also some really delicious food here. In the morning time, you may have a child that needs to get to school as well, and that brings me into reason number 2 of why people choose to live in Seven Hills, which is education. Everyone wants their kids to get the best education that they can, and one consistent thing I hear from families that are moving from within the Vegas Valley or even from out of state is that they want to be in the Seven Hills area specifically because of the school zoning. Without a doubt, the school I get the most phone calls about wanting to move to this community for is Coronado High School. It's known for having really great testing scores, as well as really good athletic programs. So it's a huge reason why people are trying to relocate their family here to be a part of that school. It's not just Coronado High School though. We have Wolf Elementary here at the base of Seven Hills, which has a fantastic reputation as well. And then the middle school is literally just the community over in Anthem. You have Del Webb Middle School there. Even if you don't have a specific need for a school zoning or a specific school, keep in mind that it can be really important for you as far as where you choose to live. These really sought after schools help the demand for the area, maintain home values, and over time help them grow. So with that being said, let's actually get into some of those real estate insights. The 20+ neighborhoods that are within the Seven Hills community have a really wide range of housing options. So you have condos and townhomes that are in the 300,000s and 400,000s to the most custom luxurious homes overlooking the Rio Seco Golf Course and the Las Vegas Strip. Those are priced from the 2 millions all the way through the 4 millions. Let's go take a look at our first home and see what Seven Hills has to offer. The first house we're showing you here in Seven Hills is in the neighborhood of Palermo. It's a gated neighborhood. This is 3166 Majestic Shadows, and it's currently listed at $665,000. It has some very common features of what I see in the Seven Hills community. The median price for the entire Las Vegas Valley has been hovering right around $450,000. Whereas in Seven Hills, this community has a median price point more around $670,000 to $700,000 over the past 6 months. So when we're priced at $665,000, that's pretty in line with the median price, but you're always gonna expect that this community of Seven Hills is gonna be priced a little bit higher than what you're gonna see across the Las Vegas Valley. My big insight for those of you where it might not make sense to be looking into Seven Hills is if you are specifically looking for a very open floor plan, a lot of those new design options that are available currently. These homes in Seven Hills, for the most part, were built in the early 2000s. So for instance, this house and very many more are built where the downstairs are a circle around the staircase. You don't really have an ability to create that really open floor plan that a lot of people really like right now. If that design choice is something that's super important to you, you might have a really hard time finding it in Seven Hills. So many of the two-story homes here have balconies that are right off of the primary suite. It gives you a space to really take in the scenery, enjoy the community and the views. Las Vegas Strip, mountains in the background. You got your sparkling pool down there. Those are things that are really hard to change as you're looking for a home. In this median price range, the average price range and below, you're gonna consistently come across homes that are gonna need some updating to get them looking the way that you want them to look. There's probably some repairs that need to be done. These homes are about 20 to 30 years old, so it's right in that window where things need to be fixed up. HOA-wise, you're gonna wanna know on the master plan, all these homes in the Seven Hills area have a master plan fee, and then each individual neighborhood's gonna have its own additional HOA depending on what some of those amenities are, whether it's gated, guard gated. Right now, we're gonna go take a look at a home that's just over $1 million so you can get a little bit of a comparison between this price range and that price range. Now we're in the neighborhood of Renaissance here in Seven Hills, a little bit more exclusive, a little bit more luxurious. This is 2793 Bellini. We've got a beautiful single-story home, and you notice there's some more updates to this one. This one's just over 2,800 square feet, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, listed at $1.25 million. Just as you enter this home, you notice 12-foot ceilings, the luxury vinyl plank. They were able to open up the floor plan a bit more, and you'll see the updates throughout, as well as an awesome pool in the backyard. You can definitely feel that this house takes the level up another notch. And one more additional bonus tip for you, living here in Seven Hills, something to be aware of. We are pretty close to the Henderson Executive Airport. So when you're living in the area, you might hear some of those smaller planes coming in for a landing occasionally. It's not the larger planes that are going to Harry Reid International, but some of those smaller planes, you'll hear a little bit of that noise when you're outside in the Seven Hills area. If you'd like more information on this gorgeous single-story home, as well as all of the available homes for sale in Seven Hills and the ones coming soon, just send me an email right here with the subject line Seven Hills Homes. I'll get you that info, as well as my exclusive home buying starter kit, which has all the information you need to get started buying a home here in Henderson and Las Vegas. Before we get to reason number 3, one question I get a lot is how close are my everyday shopping needs when we're moving to the Las Vegas area? So right outside of Seven Hills, you have St. Rose Parkway. There's this really large Costco shopping center with the Costco, obviously, but there's also Hobby Lobby. We've got EOS Fitness, multiple restaurants for both sit down and fast food. So this is one really giant shopping center where people really come to get some of that shopping done. One of the entrances to Seven Hills also is right at the top of Eastern Avenue, where you have this awesome shopping center with Vons. You got a Chase Bank, Wells Fargo Bank. There's plenty of your everyday shopping needs that are done right here. Plus, in the very back of this shopping center, there's my favorite pizza shop, which is Rebellion Pizza. You definitely want to check them out. One more bonus tip for you up here at the top of Eastern Avenue. It's a really busy 3-mile stretch of road, especially like the after work hours, people commuting to and from work. So getting from this top of Eastern all the way over to where like the 215 freeway entrance, it can be a really busy stretch, especially in those peak hours. Reason number 3 why people are coming to Seven Hills community specifically is this ambiance. As we started to touch on it at the beginning of the video, I'm sure you've seen it throughout, where we have these large mature trees, plenty of beautiful landscaping, and when you're in this neighborhood community, you really don't get that sense that you're stranded in the middle of the desert. You feel you're in this beautiful, lush area with amazing views. This community was literally built elevated to have golf course views at one of the best golf courses, Rio Seco. And then you have balconies on these homes where you're overlooking the entire valley, got beautiful mountains in the background. And throughout filming today, we've really seen neighbors out walking on the community trail, and the neighborhood has a vibe all of its own. The whole experience of where you're living and the ambiance that you get when you're living here is one of a kind. Ultimately, whether you are relocating from within the Las Vegas Valley or you're moving here from out of state, I want to help you successfully navigate that transition. In order to do that, you're definitely going to want to find out about a few other Henderson neighborhoods like this one, where people seem to not want to leave once they've moved there. We did a whole video on it. You can check it out here. Thanks for watching this one. Give it a like, subscribe to get the most up-to-date information we're putting out, and we'll see you on the next video. Later.